happens when you stand on business? Shakur Stevenson really was injured, y'all. I got the actual documents. He was injured in the Edwin Santos fight. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, share the video, turn on your notifications. Catch me live Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday night at 7:30 p.m. Central Time. I'm also live every Sunday morning with the Singing OG KQKC Boxing Network. Sunday mornings, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. And join the channel as a member. Drop super chats and super thanks when you come by the live streams and the videos that we do. And hit me up if you want to debate. Knockoutboxing86@yahoo.com is my email address. Let's go ahead and get it popping. Look, bro, I did an interview with Shakur Stevenson over on my homie Everything Boxing channel. We went back and forth about his injury, or him being hurt, or him being not himself in the fight against Edwin Santos. Publicly, he disagreed with me. Publicly, he said, I don't owe the fans nothing. I made it known to him, hey, man, this is why I think you tripping. I think it is important that you let people know what's going on, because you ask us to spend our money. You ask us to pay for the fights. He disagreed with me. My homie Everything Boxing disagreed with me. My homie Money Brown TV disagreed with me. But then Shakur Stevenson went ahead and sent Everything Boxing that paperwork and allowed him to send it to me under the condition that I don't make it public, because he don't want his medical records public. He don't want, because I got the actual I'm looking at the MRI report, bro. I got it right here. I got it right here. So let me say this. He went to the doctor on November the 30th. But before I do that, let me continue. I'm really one of them ones. And real people recognize authentic boxing fans that have a voice, that are going to tell you their opinion no matter who it was. Publicly, while on that interview, Shakur Stevenson said he don't owe me nothing. He don't owe you nothing. Privately, he sent over that paperwork to my homie and gave my homie permission to send it to me under the condition that I don't show y'all the actual paperwork, but I can read from it and I can speak to it. So I've changed one opinion that I've had, and that opinion is wasn't nothing wrong with him. He fought scared. Because I've been saying that shit. Ain't nothing wrong with him, bro. He fought scared, bro. I'm not trying to hear that shit. He ain't provide no proof. Well, I'm looking at the goddamn proof. And so it says right here, he went to go get an MRI on November the 30th at 11:46 a.m. The surprising part is the shoulder that we're talking about is not his left shoulder. It was his right shoulder. He got an MRI on his right shoulder, and the findings on his right shoulder says non-displaced superior labral tear from anterior to posterior, propagating into the bicep anchor. He tore his labrum in his shoulder, in his right shoulder. Now that has nothing to do with him not letting go of his left hand. And that injury to me didn't stop him from throwing his jab. Didn't stop him from because that's the one hand that he was letting go. We was timing some real good jabs. That's what his highlights was from that fight. Some feints and some goddamn jabs. But his shoulder was injured. It was the right shoulder, though. Says right here, exam MRI shoulder right. Meaning he got an MRI on his right shoulder. The technique they used was a multiplanar MRI, was performed without contrast. Images obtained on a 1.5 T scanner. Also, he got another MRI. Go find it. Right here. He got another MRI same day, November the 30th. This MRI was on his left hand that he went to go get. Says left hand, the reason he was there, left hand. Let me go back up though. So the reason he was there for the shoulder says right shoulder pain since boxing injury several weeks ago. Okay. And that's when I read to y'all the MRI on the right shoulder and the torn labrum or whatever. He got another MRI, the other paperwork I'm looking at. Says he got an MRI on his left hand. And he was there, it says left hand pain since boxing injury several weeks ago. Their findings, it says he had a sub-centimeter moderate grade partial interstitial tear of the middle finger, exterior digastrium. Y'all know I'm not a doctor, bro. I'm just reading this shit for y'all. Diagram tendon at the level of the metacarpal head. He tore a tendon in his left finger, is what this said. Now, a couple of things of notes, right? Both of these pieces of paperwork say several weeks ago that he was there because of pain that he had in his right shoulder and pain that he had in his left finger, his left hand, several weeks ago. And he went there on November the 30th, 2023. He fought on November the 16th, 2023. So several weeks ago, did he get it during the fight? Did he get it before the fight? His contention is that he got it before the fight. And several is more than two. So I'm going to say it was before the fight that he was indeed injured. So I'll come off my opinion of wasn't nothing wrong with him. I'll come off my opinion of wasn't nothing wrong with him. Okay? I will come off of that opinion. He was definitely injured in the fight against Edwin de los Santos. I still think he fought cautious and scared in that fight. I do. I think he still could have threw more check hooks. His footwork was so good that he was making Edwin de los Santos just hit the damn ropes and shit. He could have fired something off then. If your left finger was tore up so bad that you couldn't throw your left hand, you still got a right hand that you was throwing for jabs. You could use that same right hand for hooks. You could use that same right hand for uppercuts. So I'm coming off of, because Shakur provided this proof for me, I'm coming off of he wasn't injured. Clearly, something was wrong with him, bro. And it was his right shoulder, not his left shoulder. So everybody talking about it was something wrong with his left hand and his shoulder, so he couldn't throw his left hand because his left shoulder and his left hand was hurt. It was a right shoulder tear of his labrum, and he partially tore a tendon in his left hand. Now, I'm no medical doctor. Somebody that's a medical doctor or understand medical shit better than me, let me know whether or not these are valid reasons for his performance against Edwin de los Santos. Y'all let me know whether or not y'all believe those to be valid reasons. But I hold the same opinion that I hold about Earl Spence Jr., and that is this. Shakur Stevenson should have simply said something like this when he got out the ring. When he got out the ring. Not provide people his medical paperwork. Not provide people with the information that I have, but a very simple look, man. I tore up my shoulder before the fight. I had a torn tendon in my hand before the fight. And don't worry, I'll be back and I'll be better in my next performance. But it's the seesaw shit that's gotten him some of the flack that he's gotten. It's the oh, no excuses. Oh, but I was hurt. Oh, I'm not feeling well. Oh, I don't owe you nothing. I ain't got to show no proof. But then end up showing me the proof behind the scenes anyway. Showing my homie everything boxing the proof behind the scenes anyway. If that would have been handled better, he could have saved himself a whole lot of criticism, bro. A whole lot of criticism. So, shout out to Shakur for providing these documents for me. Shout out to Everything Boxing for getting this over to me. I really wish I could just show them to y'all, but that's that man medical records. That's that man's business. And he was humble enough and to allow me to see him just under the condition that I don't show them to you. But I read you some of that shit verbatim, bro. Yeah, I don't know them words. I can't make them words up. So he did indeed go to the MRI and go to the doctor on November the 30th, 2 weeks after his fight. And he went to the doctor and he got MRIs on his right shoulder and an MRI on his left hand. And it revealed a tear in his left middle finger and a torn labrum in his right shoulder. But y'all know how I'm coming, bro. Once you get in that ring, though, all bets off. And so he's still being the fighter that he claims to be. I still think he put on a bad performance, and I think it was a little bit of both. Now, if you want to say he was overly cautious because of the injuries, then okay. If you want to say he was overly cautious because he was just scared, okay. But I'm taking the scared out, and I'm going to say he fought that fight overly cautious, and it was a horrible-ass performance. You can say whether or not you believe it was because he was injured or whether or not you believe it was scary. I believe it was a little bit of both. I think he was injured, but at the same time, I think Edwin De Los Santos had a lot to do with why he fought the way he fought. Just my personal opinion still, but I wouldn't be me. I wouldn't be the person I am. Forget this content shit for a second. I wouldn't be the man that I am if I didn't say, look, I stand corrected. I stand corrected. I was under the impression, I said, man, wasn't nothing wrong with him, bro. He had no injury. He was fighting scared in the mud. I said that. I stood on that. I've been given new information. I've read it with my own two eyes. And if you know anything about me, if you follow this channel, you've been around for a long time, you know I ain't finna lie to y'all. And I will say this too. The boxers, bro, they human just like you. They human just like you. Don't change up. Don't change up your opinion. Don't change up your stance simply because the person that you're talking about show up. Whatever stance and opinion I got about you, and you ain't there, I keep that opinion, I keep that stance, I keep that energy when you're in my face. When you hit the link. I'm going to say the same shit to you that I would say if you wasn't there. And when you keep that same energy, that's what's allowing us, the people, to get the information that we got now. Because regardless of what Shakur Stevenson said to me over on Everything Boxing's channel, and regardless of how he disagreed with me about the need to let fans in and let fans know what's going on, regardless of how much you watching these videos, those of you that watched that interview over there that the homie Everything Boxing dropped, those of you that watched my reaction video that I did to the interview that we did with Shakur Stevenson, those of you that watched my live stream yesterday that were disagreeing with me when I was talking about Shakur Stevenson and why he should provide proof that he was indeed really hurt in this fight with Edwin De Los Santos. My stance got us the information, y'all. He sat back. He thought about what I said. He thought about the criticism that he was getting. And now we know what it was. We have power, bro. We have the ability because we're the paying customer. We're the ones that keep the sport of boxing alive. There's no show. There's Undisputed On today. There's ESPN First Take today. There's Colin Cowherd today. There's First Things First. There's Speak for Yourself. There's the Pat McAfee show. There's all these shows today talking sports. Ain't none of them going to be talking about Shakur Stevenson, though. You got to come over here for that. You got to go to the other channels on YouTube that's making content for that, bro. Yeah, we move the needle. We move the needle. Otherwise, he wouldn't have felt the need to go on to Everything Boxing. So there you have it. My opinion ain't changed, though. My opinion ain't changed about the performance. My opinion ain't changed about none of that shit. None of that shit, bro. The only thing I will say is that, yeah, bro, he was hurt. He was hurt. He was hurt for sure. For sure he was hurt. And that's what it's going to take for somebody like me. It's proof. So everybody say, oh, Knockout, he ain't never wrong. Nah, I've been wrong before. I was wrong about thinking he wasn't hurt. And when I'm proven wrong, I speak on it just like anything else. But there you have it. Torn shoulder, torn finger. Y'all let me know what y'all think of that shit, man. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, share the video, turn on your notifications. Catch me live Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday night. I'll see y'all soon. Peace out.